Tropical Storm Nicole is spinning over the Florida peninsula. Good afternoon, I'm Mike Naso with this update on Nicole. Made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane near Vero Beach, Florida at about 3 in the morning Eastern Time, and now, nearly 12 hours later, it has traversed across the Florida peninsula, and it's near the coastline there, very close to areas of the Big Bend and Gainesville. Very beautiful circulation, definitely a classic-looking tropical cyclone, and one of only 3 hurricanes to hit Florida in November on record. Here's the latest on Tropical Storm Nicole as of 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Nicole was at 28.6 north, 82.6 west, winds down to 45 miles per hour. It's been a blustery day there in Florida, but not a hurricane anymore. Moving northwest at 15 miles per hour, so faster than yesterday and definitely a northwesterly component as it rounds the periphery of the ridging and feels the influence from the trough to the north. It should continue over Georgia, the Carolinas, into Virginia, and West Virginia by tomorrow night, dissipating but definitely spreading rainfall. Now, the wind field has been massive with this thing. We had tropical storm force winds from the Carolinas all the way down through Florida, and the hurricane force winds skidded on shore there along the Florida East Coast. We do have power outages there. You could see a lot of them in Florida. They're usually pretty good at getting them back on, but until those winds die down, the linemen cannot do their work. So again, it's going to be a matter of getting Nicole out before we can see progress getting any power back on. The exact location of Nicole, if you look at the center of the center, is between Homosassa Springs and Spring Hill. And again, that motion should bring it briefly out into the Gulf of Mexico, but it's not expected to strengthen at all. And then it should make another landfall somewhere in the vicinity of the Big Bend area near Tallahassee there. And so we will likely see a tropical storm of about 45 miles an hour. So not much change now based on the Hurricane Center's forecast over the next 12 hours or so as it sloshes ashore in the Florida Panhandle. Here's a beautiful satellite imagery. This is the true color RGB visible image, and look at that gorgeous circulation there. Definitely the second hurricane to hit America in 2022 after Hurricane Ian, and I don't count Puerto Rico because it's a territory, but whatever. But Hurricane Ian hitting Florida on the western side as a high-end Category 4 hurricane, and now Hurricane Nicole hitting as a low-end Category 1 on the eastern side, very similar to Hurricane Charlie and Hurricane Jean of 2004. And they were both 43 days apart, and Ian and Nicole were both 43 days apart. So 2004 had a lot of coincidences with 2022. Thankfully, you weren't hit with that many major hurricanes, but Ian was enough. There's the cloud pattern swirling around, so we do still have the onshore flow there along the eastern coastline, Fernandina Beach, Tybee Island, Georgia. You guys are still getting that push, so be on the lookout there. Here's the radar showing the center of Nicole very near Ocala and Gainesville, but again, the weather is spread out from there. Apalachicola, you're in some good showers now. Panama City, areas there of Tallahassee. So this is going to be a wet day in the Panhandle, even up towards areas of Valdosta as Nicole moves on in. Look at the temperatures across the country. Notice right here, that front, look at that gradient between the Arctic blast and the warmer air here, and that is why we do have definite snow in the areas here up there. Grand Forks, blizzard warnings for some of you. Heavy snow and bad weather possible way up there in the upper Great Plains, but this is all going to play into effect to help take Nicole up and out. But Nicole will spread the moisture, and with that, potential severe weather. Right now we do have a tornado watch box out for areas there of Georgia, Savannah, even into areas there of Beaufort, South Carolina. You guys could be in for some severe weather from Nicole. The rainfall is going to drag on up, as I mentioned, as that trough interacts and catches it. And so between the trough interaction and the remnants of Nicole, we will likely see rainfall, possibly 2 to 4 inches, all the way into areas of Ohio, all the way up into New York. It's going to be a wet weekend there as Nicole slides out. So that'll do it on Nicole for this update. Still a tropical storm. Power outages and problems along the Florida coastline. There's the front moving in here, and there is Nicole. So it's going to get picked up and out and weaken, but not before a hurricane landfall there in Florida, causing a lot of problems today. I'm Mike Naso with the latest on Nicole. Stay tuned to our IPR page. Like, subscribe, share, favorite as we continue to watch whatever the tropics want to do.